when I see stuff like White Trash Beautiful come up on my feed, that's not how I was raised. Just because I was sabotaged for literally decades and had everything stolen from me and have been having to deal with nothing but criminal interference every day of my flippin' life for God knows how many years, I was not raised in that sort of environment. In fact, I was raised in quite the opposite. I was raised by grandparents that were multimillionaires in the 80s. That's the Billionaires Club. Not only that, but they were entirely too English. Okay, they were really strict and it was really stressful. And my dad was really stressful as a result. And yeah, I mean, nothing against that. No offense. Not despising small beginnings. The only time ever in my life I've ever lived in a trailer was when I lived in Colstrip, Montana. But that's because my dad worked at the coal plant. And that's all they have in Colstrip, Montana. And it was a really nice double wide. Anyways, that's not my story. I don't know if that's somebody else's story. I've never been trashy. I might, have very few clothes with me right now at this point. Because I need to get to storage. Because like I said, I've been dealing with a lot of sabotage and I've been dealing with a whole lot of car issues. And it was really interesting when I announced my locale at the Raymond James Stadium. All of a sudden after that, I had an explosion with my radiator. Now, gee, I wonder which Ursula tentacle has connections over there. Can we take a wild guess? Over it. I could act pretentious. I'm just not. I don't care. And that sort of thing makes me sick. But I have never been white trash. It's ridiculous. I do remember when I would babysit my niece in Spokane and I would drive from my aunt's not white trash place because she had like pretty much every variety of rose you could buy north of Spokane, and I would drive to Spokane Valley to babysit my niece, second cousin in a ghetto apartment. I remember one day I was actually making her hamburger helper, and then she said, and I went to bring the garbage out, and she said, "Oh, my dad said all the white garbage is out there." Anyways, I don't know why I thought of that or why I'm sharing it, but I just gotta say, anyone that wants to spin some stupid false agenda on me because they are a fraudulent thief, no. It's your crimes against me that have put me in the position that I'm in. Because quite literally, I should be very wealthy. Not including the fraud and what was withheld from me that was left for me for a reason, because I've got a very important life purpose. I take it seriously and I've got a good heart to go along with it, and I'm not materialistic and I don't believe in wasting money on stupid things. In fact, any extra money I've ever had in my life was I was all about investing it. Okay, where was I with that? I'm going in circles now. On my own merit, on my own hard work, on my own businesses I started, I should be very wealthy, because it should have turned into other businesses I meant to start. But I was the giving tree, and they plucked and plucked and plucked and took from me till I had nothing left to give. And this is the own group that calls themselves my family. And then they would be snotty and make fun of me behind my back as I built their businesses and empires and give them ideas for them to benefit. And then when I was so sick, I couldn't even sit up and I was on the verge of death, they would not even share my Facebook fundraiser to get Lyme and mold treatment. They would not even donate $20 to my life being saved. I mean, my parents, when I had to beg them, they would give me a little bit of money here and there, barely any money. But that was so they could spin their false narrative of the fact that they needed to manage my money I was never told about because I was incompetent and couldn't take care of myself. No, you all created that scenario so that you could fraudulently steal from me behind my back. Now let it all be told. Let the truth be told. The gig is up. The cat's out of the bag. Your crimes have failed. Your RICO crimes against me have failed. All your collusion has failed. It is time to give me back what was stolen and my proper life purpose and destiny, and to stop blocking my relationships, and to stop blocking my happiness, and to stop glorying and having fun and making fun of and laughing at all of the rough things I've been through. I even heard from a sister-in-law who's no longer my friend anymore, that anytime at a holiday dinner, until the point that I got there, I was the topic of their conversation. And all they ever did was talked crap about me, and they've been doing it since I was a baby. Now it's time to let me know. Let me in on the dark secret you've been keeping from me. Because when I first came up with my health conditions and the origin of it being in a military lab, kidnapping and the 42nd degree was one of the first comments I got. And there's not a lot of information about that one on the net. But it is time that I filled in, because all of it became way too obvious. And my intuition has let me know the truth. And it's only been backed up by their behavior. And you can go ahead and use your little mind-controlled excuse that I am buying into some illusion. Except for the fact of the matter is that I didn't start listening to these mediums that have actually quite literally given me the only hope when I had no hope and things were really rough, until years and years and years after the sabotage happened. Okay, so you got your stuff out of order a little bit, weirdos. I'm scaring off the person there. I gotta go to bed. Bye.